Chapter 9. Home isn't what it was. The early morning sky over Rancho Cucamonga was a pale gray, like a city holding its breath. The moment their feet crossed into familiar territory, Jazzy burst into tears. Home. She could see the neighborhood from the hilltop, quiet cul-de-sacs, empty intersections, sections, cars abandoned in driveways like time had stopped. The silence wasn't peaceful. It was heavy.
We made it.
Jazzy whispers, voice trembling.
Oh, we actually made it.
Remy adjusts the strap of her bag, sweat dried hair stuck at her temples. She didn't smile. She scanned everything like it was still enemy territory. We're not safe yet. Keep your eyes sharp. Jazzy nodded, wiping her face. It wasn't the joyful reunion she'd imagined during those endless miles. No parade, no music, just stillness. As they turned down her street, Jazzy's pace quickened. Her white stucco house came into view. She could see her front door, closed but slightly crooked on its hinges. A lump formed in her throat. Yo, something's off, Remy said quietly. Jazzy ran ahead anyway.
Mama, Zoe, Kai.
No answer. She reached the door and froze. There were muddy boot prints on the porch. The potted plant by the door had been knocked over. Soil spilled across the welcome mat that now felt like a cruel joke. Remy drew her weapon low and stepped in first, scanning every corner with the smooth, silent precision of someone who's done this too many times. The house was ransacked, not destroyed, but searched, controlled, intentional. Jazzy followed behind, every creak of the floorboard loud enough to make her heart slam against her ribs. Her daughter's favorite pink unicorn backpack was laying in the hallway, her mother's prayer shawl draped over the kitchen chair. A pot of rice sat cold on the stove like someone had left in a hurry.
Remy,
Jazzy's voice broke.
they're gone.
Remy felt kneeled behind a footprint on the tile. They left fast, she said softly. But this wasn't random. Jazzy's breathing quickened. Her legs shook.
No, no, no. Where are they?
She stumbled into the living room and found a note taped to the TV. It wasn't handwritten. It was printed in block letters. If you want them back, wait for the signal. The words sliced through the air. Remy grabbed the note, scanning it for anything, smell, watermark, clue.
Who would do this?
Jazzy whispered, voice barely holding it together. Remy's jaw tightened. The same kind of people who hunt in the dark. This isn't over. A low rumble rolled across the horizon. Not thunder, a sound like distant generators or trucks or something worse. Jazzy clutched her daughter's backpack to her chest, her face crumbling, but her eyes hardened. The woman who'd once thought emergencies were just for other people was gone. A true survival, a true survivor now stood in her place.
Then we find them.
She said through her tears. Remy loaded a fresh magazine into her firearm with a clean click. Yeah, we do. The women stood side by side in the doorway of that broken house as the wind carried in the sound of something moving out there in the distance. Not safety, not peace. The game had changed forever. End of book 1. Walking Home in Heels. The Blackout Chronicles. Coming next, The Signal. Jazzy and Remy discover a hidden power network that turned a blackout into a takeover.